Hi everyone, and welcome back to Kimbo's Comfort Kitchen. And today I'm kind of excited because I'm going to start a whole new series on scrambled or Danish open-faced sandwiches. If you go to my site at Kimbo's Comfort Kitchen, you go to recipes and then all things Danish, and under that there will be another subheading which will say scrambled. And if you want to know how Danish open-faced sandwiches are made, this will be the place to go to. Now there are lots of variations in terms of what people do for open-faced sandwiches. Especially these days, it's really cool to see what's happening in Copenhagen and the rest of Denmark in some of the specialty stores that serve nothing but open-faced sandwiches. And this is very traditional, but they're also adding in a lot of really cool things. So today we're doing peppered smoked mackerel open face. And I didn't have any horseradish, which is one of the ingredients for one of the versions that I'm doing, because I'm doing two different versions today. I'm doing one with smoked peppered mackerel and scrambled egg, and then I'm doing another one which is smoked peppered mackerel, but it's with traditionally it would be with a horseradish mayo, and I couldn't have any, so I'm doing wasabi mayo, and it came out surprisingly well. They're very similar in flavors to begin with. But I have to say, I would do this again with the wasabi. It's obviously not traditionally Danish, but it's very tasty. It takes no time at all to make these, so it's a very short video. If you have any comments, please, I'd love to hear them. Again, there's so many different ways of doing this, so I always love to hear if you've got different things that you would put on. If your family did it a different way, please let me know, because I always want to learn. And so this is just what my family did. And we're going to do a whole bunch more of them. So hope you enjoy it, and eventually you'll be able to make an entire smoked platter. So let's get going. All right, so today we are going to do two different types of mackerel or mackerel smoked, which were typical in our household. I know there's lots of variations, so let's not go crazy here, but I'm going back to some of the old-fashioned ones. So we've got egg, which I'm going to scramble with some chive, and I've got some butter, of course. I've got some peppered mackerel, and I didn't have any horseradish, so I took some wasabi and mixed the wasabi with mayo. Certainly not Danish and not traditional, but let's give it a shot and see what it tastes like. I think it's going to be pretty close. And radishes and some dill for garnish. So as I said, we're going to do two different ones, and let's start with the first one. So the beauty of scrambled or Danish open-faced sandwiches is that they're very easy to assemble for the most part. Some are a little bit more complex than others, but most actually can be put together quite quickly. So first off, make sure you put, lots of butter on. I'm using unsalted butter because we've got a smoked fish. Besides, I like unsalted butter most of the time anyway. So there you go. And I'm going to cut into the mackerel. I'm going to peel back the skin like that. Put that on top. And then I'm going to take some freshly scrambled eggs. Now the scrambled eggs on this one, the reason behind it, now you can put it underneath, but I like it on top, just simply because it looks nicer. With chive mixed in it, and the scrambled eggs cut the smoke and the oil actually in the mackerel, because mackerel obviously is a very oily looking or very oily tasting fish. And I'm just going to do that, and that's the first one. Pretty complicated. Okay, and for the second one, we're going to do smoked pepper mackerel again. Lots of butter. Now you may have noticed that on the other one that it didn't completely go over the edges of the rye bread, which technically I should have done. It's a bit of a faux pas, but this is what fits and it looks good, so I'm okay with it. Now I didn't have any horseradish. I couldn't find any. Whoops, let me do it this way. Couldn't find any horseradish, so I got some wasabi and use wasabi instead of mayo, instead of horseradish mayo. Now I know that's really not very Danish, but sometimes you improvise, and who knows, I might even like this better if you like wasabi, which I do. And put that on like that. And I'm going to take some radishes, which I have marinated in a little bit of sugar and vinegar. And just a little bit of dill. There we go. Just to make it look pretty. There you go. So those two, let me show you two on a plate. Alright, so here they are done. That, you saw how long that took to make. Almost no time at all, really. Very pretty. Like I said, a little bit too much showing of the bread normally for smooth bullet. But picky, that's the way it goes. So this is the first one of many that I'm doing for open face sandwiches or smooth bullet. There'll be a whole series that's coming up. So if you like it, please subscribe, and if you really like it, share. And if you love mackerel, you're gonna love this. If you like smoked mackerel, you're really gonna like it. And if you like pepper smoked mackerel, it's gonna knock your socks off. So I hope you enjoy, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.